What's new?
I wonder why the Paladins are here at all. They're holding the town hall, the barracks, and the harbor, but they haven't actually done anything so far. If they were here about the orcs or the bandits, they would have done something ages ago. There must be another reason.
Why are you hammering?
For days now, I've been desperately trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are here.
You've got no business being here. Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Hello? Are you feeling quite well?
Fine, just as long as I manage to get all this repaired in time.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is here.
What are the most interesting places here in Corinus?
Maybe you better ask that of a man. If it's entertainment you want, try the harbor. But if you want to buy something, go to the marketplace at the east gate or to the lower part of town.
Who are the most important figures in this town?
Since the Paladins came here, they have taken over control of the entire city. Lord Andre represents the law. You will find him in the barracks. But you only need to go to him if you've trespassed against the law or to join the militia.
What can you tell me about this area?
You are now in the Harbour district. Where do you want to go?
I'm looking for the temple.
Walking up the Harbour Road from the quay wall will take you to the lower part of town. Walking through the underpass from the smithy will take you to the temple square.
Thanks, that's all I wanted to know.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are herewith urged to join the Royal Militia.
Wait a minute.
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbour district? I mean that lunatic Fellan. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
I could take care of Fellan.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
And how are the sheep?
Fellan's hammering is going to drive them crazy. One of these days, they'll go completely to pieces.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinth.
Someone's gonna do the work.
Hey! Could you stop hammering?
No, I have to finish this.
Just quit hammering, okay?
Just try not to bug me too much, okay?
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer.
Hey, you! Hello? Are you feeling quite well?
Fine, just as long as I manage to get all this repaired in time. You'll regret this!
Who says things like that? And it works all day too.
Don't you try that again.
Hey, you!
Okay, so you beat me. Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now, or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
Who says things like that?
Fellan will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit. You've done me a huge favor. You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
And how are the sheep?
The sheep eat and get fatter and fatter. Just like my wife.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinth. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. Martial law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm. All civilian
What are you
judges
doing here?
are to hand over their
This is
duties
my
to the
home.
royal
But if you mean,
paladins,
what do I
effective
do all day?
immediately.
I
The
arrange
Honorable Lord
fights.
Andre is commanded to punish every crime.
You
or
arrange
act of
fights?
resistance
Every
against
day,
the king's
from noon
guards
until
most
evening.
severely.
And right
Every
here,
inhabitant
behind the
of
warehouse in the
Corinth who is
Harbour
guilty of a
district.
crime
Home
is to
sweet
report
home.
Immediately to Lord Andre.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
I want to fight against you.
I only fight from noon until evening. The fighting is only worth it if there are enough spectators who place bets. It's still too early. Come back later.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinthus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From
To
this
whom
moment
did you sell the
onward,
sword?
Lord
I swapped it with a
Andre will
trader
take
in the
supreme
marketplace for
command
some
of our
stuff.
militia.
The guy's called
All
Jora.
the citizens
The
of this
torches
city
and the
who
bit
have
of meat
martial
that he
skills
gave
at
me
their
are long
disposal
used up.
are
He isn't
herewith
likely to
urged
give me the
join
sword for
royal
nothing.
militia.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war has been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
Hear ye, inhabitants of The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance.
I never knew that. Why haven't I heard about this before? Is it really true? You listen to the wrong people.
That's not what I heard.
And all kinds of rumors. It's a bad business.
That's what I always say.
That only cause more trouble. He never would have thought of that himself.
Someone's gonna do this. He simply talk.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I can't take care of everybody knows by now.
It's gonna get even worse. Don't tell this to anyone.
These are bad times.
I won't tell her a thing from now.
Tell me you didn't know that.
That's what I've always said.
That's an open secret.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Let's go. Who says things like that?
It's not what I heard.
I won't tell her a thing.
It's totally obvious.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I'm no better off myself.
That's what I've always said.
Don't tell this to anyone. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
These are bad times. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
That's not what I heard. And it works all day, too.
That's not what I heard. That's what I've always said.
That's not what I heard.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
He had better shut up.
And he works all day too. Someone's got to do the work.
He had better shut up. Everybody knows by now.
Who says things like that? That's what I've always said. That's not what I heard.
Who says things like that? It works all day, too.
But that's terrible.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I don't believe that.
That's not what my husband thinks.
You don't say.
Don't tell this to anyone.
That'll only cause more trouble. I knew that would be a problem. Who said that?
Don't say you didn't know that.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I don't believe that.
Let's wait and see what happens. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Hey, you!
Who said that?
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can.
I can't help it.
But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
I'm no better off myself.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
I can't help it.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
Insisted he knew better. Anything's possible.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
Cause more trouble.
You're one worker short?
Yes, his name is Monty. He's vanished into thin air. That lazy pig is probably living the high life on a farm somewhere. I should never have paid him in advance.
Who doesn't see that?
When was the last time you saw Monty?
He hasn't bothered to show up for work for at least 2 days.
Tell me you didn't know that.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum the fisherman told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
Nobody ever asks.
Where can I find this Farim?
He's a fisherman. I think that his hut is near the provision store of the Paladins, but I don't know for sure.
He never would have thought of that himself. He should have known that.
Hey, come closer. Take a break and have a sip of cool beer. Lord Andre is springing for a few barrels of free beer.
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, as long as the Paladins don't have any new assignments for me, I can have myself a couple of beers here. What more could you ask?
You're working for the Paladins?
Well, yeah, I report to them on the situation in the city. At the moment, everything is quiet.
How are things with the orcs?
No reason to worry. We in the city guard and the Paladins have everything under control. Go home and let us do our work. We're watching over the town and its citizens. Oh.
Would you like another beer?
There's nothing better than a cool ale.
You were about to say something about the orcs.
Oh, yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely no threat to the city. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and the pass is held by the Paladins. Not even a meat bug could get through there.
Would you like another beer?
Well, I won't say no to a decent pint.
They've even spotted an orc outside of town.
Yeah, right. The dangerous orc outside the city. A real monster of an orc. Well, he's bound to attack the city soon. Listen, we'll kick that fat orc in his fat ass if he comes too close to the city. Got it?
I see. Would you like another beer?
A tasty bitter ale is absolutely the best. You know, you don't often meet someone who'll treat you to a beer. You're all right.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have
That's not what I
He
heard.
can't keep anything to himself. And he works all
Can't
day
keep
too.
anything to himself.
Innos be with you, stranger.
And he works
If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying, I'll call the city guard.
Just a moment. Do I look like a thief?
He can't
Bah!
keep anything to himself.
You won't be the first one to make off with my things today.
Go away.
That's an open secret.
Alrik says you got his sword.
Do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you, 50 gold pieces.
I can't take care of everything
Works
for
all day,
everybody.
too.
Here's 50 gold pieces. Give me Alrik's sword then.
Talks too much.
Here you go. That was a good
That's not
deal.
what I heard. These are bad
Show me your
times.
wares.
By now. He can't keep
He simply
anything to
talks
himself.
too much. I don't believe that.
That's terrible. Someone's got to
He
do the
didn't
work.
say. But that's
I
terrible.
won't tell her a thing from now on. Everybody knows by now.
And it's gonna get even
Go
worse.
away, don't tell me that. Who says things like
He
that?
works all day, too. Don't tell this to
He
anyone.
can't keep anything to himself. He simply talks
I
too
won't tell
much.
anything.
I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As to that orc outside of town,
Yes?
don't worry about him. The city guard is going to take care of him.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
You don't say. That's not what my husband thinks.
I'm not telling you anything new.
That's been going on a long time.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
These are bad times.
I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
Come here.
Then let's see what you can do.
Show him! Give it your all.
What you waiting for? Not?
You don't say. That's dear.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord
my
Hagen,
head.
the following decree is hereby enacted. By
Oh
reason of the
man,
imminent danger of
you
an
packed
attack
quite
by
a punch.
orcs,
Here's
each
your
inhabitant
100
of
gold
the city
pieces.
is to prepare
You've earned them.
himself
And one
accordingly.
more thing.
Everyone
No
is to
one
begin
talks about
training
what
in the
goes on
skills of
behind the
combat
warehouse.
immediately,
The militia
and to
puts
arm
everyone who
himself
does the
appropriately.
slightest thing here behind bars. And those boys don't like to see betting on fights.
I've got your sword.
Ah, that's much better than fighting with an old stick.
Can you train me?
I keep my word. I'll teach you everything I know, provided you have the necessary experience.
Train me as a sword fighter.
Who says things like